Mr. Davidson, welcome to our new World Endurance Championship season. What are you looking forward to the most? I mean, you guys set the bar pretty high last year. Is it going to be easy to repeat? The Germans pushing harder than ever? I don't know. What do you think's waiting ahead for you?
Well, I wish I knew in many ways. This year I think it's going to be harder than last season. Second year of a stable set of regulations always closes the competition up, as you see in so many different series around the world. But yeah, you never know. I mean, hopefully we'll have the same advantage as we had last year. We could be lucky, I guess, but something tells me that we're going to have a fight on our hands.
Looking at the off-season development, we've had upgrades in megajoule class for Audi and for Porsche. How do you tackle them while staying in the same class while two of the manufacturers have stepped up?
Well, I mean, we found that 6 megajoules was a good category to be in last year. You're always trying to push the technology as far as it can go, but last year there were many occasions where we didn't actually achieve the 6 megajoules on most circuits that we went to as a percentage of Le Mans. You obviously declare your megajoule capabilities for Le Mans, and it's a derivative of that for each circuit you go to. And we weren't achieving that percentage at all the different tracks we went to. So this year's hybrid system is closer to that, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve a genuine 6 megajoules at Le Mans every single lap of the race. That's what we aim for. And yeah, I mean, if you can achieve the 8 and meet all the weight targets and the cooling targets and everything that comes with it, then that's great. But there's a reason why it's the top class, the top category to achieve. It's because it's not easy, and the way our system and the car works in unison with the supercapacitor, 6 megajoules is the right class to be in for where we are, as we proved last year. But just because it says that magic 8 doesn't necessarily mean that it's lap time. You have to make sure you achieve it every single lap, and that you achieve the weight targets as well. But yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, then you always want to aim as high as you can. But where we are right now, for the lap times that we're aiming for, 6 is the perfect way, the perfect solution for our car.
With your background and everything you've driven up to Formula One, can you give me an idea of what this 2015 version of the TS040 is like to drive? I have to imagine it's getting to be fairly frightful in some senses, just the pure speed and also the cornering capabilities.
Well, don't forget, I've been in a car that was capable of constant 3-minute 19s at Le Mans towards the end of the race when the track had rubbered in. So, I have driven faster cars before in P1, but for the way that the regulations are now, we're achieving faster and faster lap times within that set of regulations all the time, and the car is now starting to become pretty decent in slow speed cornering. Mechanically, it's got very good grip. It feels more and more like a single seater, and we're achieving closer lap times to that magic 3:19 that's the benchmark as far as I'm concerned. The fastest thing I've ever driven around Le Mans anyway, back in the Peugeot days. But we're now at a stage where we're achieving close to that target, but going much faster around the corners, and obviously not as quick down the straight because we're limited by the regulations how they are today, because they're always trying to cap us on speeds that we do around that track.